It's more than just your output, more than a bike. When you hear your shout out, you know it's all right. Put on your magic pants and let's go. We're cruising into the power zone. Clip in, set yourself free. Come on and take a ride with me. You know what you need to know and what's it all about. Everything you need, it's on the Clip Out.
Welcome to the Clip Out, episode 461. This is Crystal O'Keefe.
And this is Tom O'Keefe.
What did I do?
Nothing.
You're
I was
laughing at me.
I was fighting the clock.
Of course you were.
But aren't we all?
Yeah, that's
aren't
true.
we all
Every
fighting
day.
the clock?
Every day.
Every day. And losing.
Every day.
Every single day. So, nothing to say here.
Okay.
So,
All right.
we have things to say, but we can't say them.
Yeah.
But that will be... but
Just say it.
no. So, what, pray tell, do you have in store for people? Just go to that.
Okay.
Let's go to that.
Okay.
I feel like that Bill O'Reilly viral video. F it, we'll do it live.
Okay, so this is really big news, especially for longtime Peloton members. The Spin Wars documentary is going to be premiering at the Tribeca Film Festival. We are going to be getting into this discussion today, and we have lots to say.
Yes.
Also, we have a kind of a behind the scenes of the Hudson Williams campaign, not to mention that they expanded it last week. So we're going to talk about both of those things. We are going to talk about Peloton's amazing spotlight that they did at Boston Marathon. That was super cool. There's the also the latest in lawsuits. We've got a few things going on. One is actually not to do with Peloton directly. It's Lululemon apparel. And then we also have the one that is coming up as the 3-case deal. It was a workers' lawsuit. So we're going to be covering that.
I think somehow this snuck by everybody. Like, I don't remember ever talking about the warehouse one.
No, I don't remember the warehouse one.
Yeah.
You're correct. Also, Peloton is teaming up with Racing Bulls in Miami. Another store is closing. We've got the date of the next earnings call. We've got tons of instructors in the news. Selena Samuela, we have a date for her return. We also have Olivia Amato giving her personal reason why she is going to be off the schedule, what Christine D'Ercole's schedule looks like through September. Susie Chan, we got to talk about this. This is amazing. Matt Wilpers is going to be running the London Marathon. They all happen so fast this time of year.
This
weekend.
Yes.
This upcoming weekend.
I tried to keep track of all the marathons.
I'm so glad.
Like that.
I appreciate that.
Kind of my little area of specialty.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Jess Sims and this new teacher appreciation tour. Jess King and the podcast she was on, not to mention Jermaine Johnson at the Wellnergy Festival. That's hard to say.
They're just running out of names.
I know, right?
They're like wellness.
Jury.
Yeah.
Quiff. That's a new one.
Yeah.
Cliff Dwenger
There we go.
is teasing a new music project. We've got a crazy artist series sort of thing to talk about. Happened, but didn't happen. But
An
maybe will.
unartist series.
Yeah. And no, it's not the Backstreet Boys. I know
Yeah.
you're thinking that was last week. No. This is new.
Another one.
We've got plenty to talk about with Tonal today.
Yeah.
I'm excited about both of these things coming up. And then, of course, we've got all of your content at Peloton that we have to talk about as well. There's so many new things dropping.
Yeah. Well, before we get to all that shameless plugs, don't forget we're available on Apple Podcast, iHeart, Spotify, TuneIn. Wherever you find a podcast, you can find us while you are there. Be sure and follow us so you never miss an episode. Maybe leave us a review. That is super helpful. It is greatly appreciated. One of the easiest ways you can support the show without opening your wallet is just share it on your social medias. If you see a story or an article you like, you think your friends might enjoy, just click the little share thing. That goes a long way.
It does.
If you would like to support us with your wallet, we have something in store for you. It's called Patreon, patreon.com/theclipout. $5 a month. You get ad-free episodes, you get early episodes, and you get tons of bonus content. Every week we record another 25 to 35, sometimes 45, depending on how chatty we get. Sometimes they're longer than the regular episode. But all sorts of other stuff going on over there just for $5 a month. And if you're on the fence, you can check it out for free. You get 7 days free trial, so you can just listen to a bunch of them and then be done with us. Like, I don't know. We have that effect on people. Who are we kidding? So you can also find us on Facebook, facebook.com/clipout. While you're there, like the page, join the group. It's a great way to stay up to date on breaking news throughout the week while you're waiting for the new episode. And then, of course, you can watch all of these over on the YouTube. And you can sign up for a mostly weekly newsletter at theclipout.com where we'll give you all the links and stuff of the things we talk about.
What are we covering on Patreon this week?
Oh, yeah. On Patreon, a surprising weight loss combo for women 50 plus.
I thought this was pretty cool.
Yeah. Rumors about an instructor not returning.
And
Yeah. You can tell by the noise she's making. She's got thoughts.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And not one, but 2 instructors take a pass on High Rocks. So we will have all of that and more over at the Patreon bonus episode. So there's all that. Let's dig in, shall we?
We shall.
Peloton in the news.
There's a new documentary detailing the early days of Peloton and their battle with Soul Cycle and the other one
Flywheel.
I've already forgotten, Flywheel. I should remember that because there was a Groucho Marx radio program called Flywheel and Schuster, and I should remember it because it relates back to the Marx Brothers.
From now on, when you never need it, you will.
Yes. But this will be premiering at the Tribeca Film Festival. That's one of the big ones.
It is one of
There's
the big
lots
ones.
of film festivals.
There are.
Even St. Louis has a film festival. It's not bad.
No, it's not.
But it's not Tribeca. I think
Right.
even they would tell you that.
It's going to be June 3rd through June 14th, if you're wondering.
So the real question is how they could make a documentary like this without talking to you.
Well, this is the early days. This is as Peloton was going through. It's like, this is as it was becoming an idea.
Yeah.
As it was being put on Kickstarter. This is before my knowledge, quite frankly.
Gestational period.
It really is.
Okay.
It really is.
Then I will allow them to continue to talk about this topic.
What's fascinating.
Now, Spin Wars 2.
Well, I don't think there's any more of a war.
Yeah.
It's just, but anyway. Now, what's fascinating about this and what people want to know, Tom, is why are we talking about it? We're talking about it because the cast list includes Marion Roman. Now, Marion was the very first content director at Peloton. She was one of the very first employees of Peloton. And she was also the first person to leave Peloton.
Oh.
And rumor has it that wasn't the nicest of exits. Like it was not amicable,
Gotcha.
is what the rumors say. I wasn't there.
She was walked to the door?
I just get the I've always been given the impression that she was the content director and she was creating content a certain way with a certain vibe, and they wanted to, quote, go a different direction. That's what I've always been told. Creative differences, if you will.
And it's hard to really even gauge what that direction was because those classes
are gone,
are lost to time.
Lost
they
to
might
time.
have them somewhere, but there's
I hope they do.
nowhere that the public can go view them.
Now, the other interesting thing about this, you can't talk about Marion without talking about Howie Godnick, because Marion had her own spin studio.
Okay.
Which Howie Godnick originally found before Peloton.
Okay.
Now, when Marion found Peloton, she convinced him to come try it. He had a heart issue back then, and that stopped him from continuing to ride. So it was many years that he stopped riding.
Right.
And this was actually his kind of comeback to the bike.
Okay.
Now, those of you who are like, who is Howie Godnick? Howie Godnick is one of the most loved members of the Peloton community. He was the most ardent supporter and also the most ardent critic.
Yes.
And he was also very much known in the Peloton community for his amazing poems that he would write about
Yeah.
any given situation. He also is the reason we have a pause button today.
Yeah.
There were many, many years, many years we didn't have a pause button, and Howie wrote many poems, and Marion is what brought him here, and he has since passed on. I can't believe it's already been like years at this
Yeah.
point. We miss him very much, but we can't talk about Marion and the beginning of Peloton without mentioning Howie.
Yeah.
And I know it's wonderful to hear his name, but I also know it's hard for everyone to hear his name because we miss him so much. So our love to everyone thinking of him today. It was just his birthday this past week. So anyway, this documentary, I think, is going to be pretty gnarly. Like, I think there's going to be some old demons coming out here.
Fascinating.
Yeah, I think there's going to be some real tea spilled.
Well, I will have to see if I can put on my film critic hat
Okay.
and acquire a screening link.
God, I
perhaps.
hope you do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going the filming in Tribeca is happening while we're in Mexico. So
Yeah.
I am trying to find somebody who can purchase tickets the day they go on sale, which is April 28th.
Yeah.
And go and like write a full report. Now,
Yes.
Nikki might be able to do that, but she doesn't know yet. So if anybody else out there wants to, like, let me know.
Yes.
I wish I could be there because I would rather be in Mexico.
Yeah.
Let me be clear.
And that's a long way to go watch a movie.
Yeah, yeah. But Marion is apparently going to be at the premiere.
Yeah.
So if so maybe you can say hi. I don't know.
One of the few Peloton instructors you have not met or spoken to.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm also a little scared of it. Like I am. Like I know that was some ugly days back then.
I mean, whenever you're starting something like this, especially something that goes on to be this massive, I mean, there's going to be some toes stepped on. There's going to be some hurt feelings. There's going to be people who end up being there at the beginning, but not getting across the finish line with the company itself and end up feeling like Pete Best.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And so like that there's just no way to avoid that.
Yeah.
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 So, I too am interested in seeing this just because obviously
We are
Yeah.
so embedded in this world. Like, I just feel like the directors just owe us a copy.
Yeah.
Like beforehand.
Yeah. So, moving along, the Let Yourself Go, aka Heated Rivalry campaign. That's what people really are calling
Or
it,
Hudson Williams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Either any and all of the above.
has expanded now with Peloton instructors.
It always had a Peloton instructor
Well,
in it.
plural.
Yeah,
I said
yeah. Now,
instructors.
okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, now they've had another round of instructor content drop, if you will, and we know that Katie is in it and Adrian Williams is in it, and apparently we're kind of thinking there might have been or will be more than one of these.
Yeah.
So I think now there's more than one version of it. So that's really cool. And I know that I'm sure this was really difficult for the instructors to like hold this in because they, the first one it was all Tune Day.
Yeah.
That was majorly what it was about. But we've got Adrian Williams now, Katie Wong, Tune Day, of course, Zacharias, and Rebecca Kennedy all in the next one. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
And I also just want to say this shocked me,
Mm-hmm.
but there are people that are upset that the bike is not featured in this campaign.
Oh, people.
And some of those people are marketing people, and they think that it's crazy that Peloton didn't include it for the people who have been on the bike forever. And I'm like, but they already have those people.
Right.
Why would you spend money on that?
Yeah.
That seems crazy to me.
They're trying to expand the brand
And have people
cement-
know it's not just a
right,
bike.
cement the concept that it's more than just a bike.
Yeah, I don't think it was necessary. I think they did it right. That's my opinion,
As
and I'm
someone
sticking
who
with it.
who is also in marketing,
Mm-hmm.
if
You disagree.
I mean, I disagree with those people.
Yeah.
Like if your goal is to make people know that they do more than just bikes, they don't want people to say, I rode my Peloton this morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like Peloton is an overarching concept or umbrella, and the idea that you can use Peloton and bike interchangeably is an antiquated notion that's 7 years old at this
Yeah.
point. Like they want to stop that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't blame them.
I don't either.
Peloton's VP of Global Creative wrote an interesting article for Muse about this Hudson Williams campaign.
Yeah, she talked about how it came together, and she offered an insider look at the thinking behind it. So Parker Hughes is the creative director, and this began...
Parker Hughes can't lose.
This began not with a product or a platform, but with an emotion. She describes the culture of fitness pressure where working out has become just another obligation. And that's the problem that Peloton set out to solve. And so this whole commercial is about letting yourself go and having fun, which I would argue Peloton excels at.
Yeah.
It's the reason I'm still here after all these years. I'm coming up on 11 years, and that's amazing.
Wow. Yeah.
That's amazing. So why Hudson Williams? They wanted a cultural validator, someone who naturally embodied Peloton's point of view and could speak to the emotional side as well as the fitness side of physical fitness. So they felt like because Hudson Williams had a background in fashion, mattered, and that he already fit the rest of the profile. He's a multidimensional figure. His character is a multidimensional figure. And so this felt like the perfect solution. They said that one of the most deliberate choices was how Peloton instructor Tunde appears in it. Rather than showing the class on a screen, the creative team brought Tunde into the physical space. And I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times it's really showing that you feel like you're
Right.
there.
It's showing how engaging with Peloton affects you, not what it actually looks like to a third party.
Yes. I thought that was a perfect way to describe it.
It shifts the POV of the spot.
It does. They also said that the choice to set the campaign to David Bowie's fame was intentional. The film was meant to feel like a music video from the start, entertaining first with the workout as the emotional through line rather than the product pitch. And the choreography was designed to let movement blur into expression. So that is all purposeful. And I love hearing that. I love seeing it. I like, at my current job, I get to see how our courses come together, and it's really cool to see the final outcome of something you've worked so hard on. So kudos to the entire Peloton team. This was a really cool spot. It's gotten so much buzz.
Yeah.
Like every outlet out there is writing about it. And that is awesome for Peloton. If you're a Peloton fan, regardless of how you got here, you should just be happy about that.
Absolutely. Peloton had an interesting, I hate how they call these now, activations.
I know.
I hate that. It's just too marketing.
It is.
But anyway, they had one of those things.
They had a cool thing
at the Boston Marathon.
What happened is at the John Hancock building, Peloton did a wrap around the building. Now, apparently, if you live in Boston, you already know this, but if you don't, then maybe you wouldn't know this.
Right.
But that building is an iconic building in the Boston skyline, and it's glass, so you can see through it.
Okay.
So, like, when you're looking at it, it stands out in the skyline because it's lit up and it's beautiful and it's glass. Well, Peloton wrapped it with a huge sign saying that months of hard work, this is the ultimate victory lap. That's what the marathon is, and it's true. But the best part was on the side of it, they had every leaderboard name of every Peloton member who had said, I'm going to be at the marathon. Peloton a few months ago had said, hey, are you going to be there?
Yeah.
They took every single one of those leaderboard names and they put it on this wall.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
You could see it as you ran by, and it was huge. The lettering was huge. And it was a block away from the finish line. So it's right there.
Yeah.
And so that's what greeted you at the finish line. Not to mention, outside the building, they also had on the sidewalk a wrap that listed every single instructor high-fiving you, just like you see on the leaderboard. Like, I genuinely got so teared up seeing this. Like, I wish that this had been what I saw at the New York City Marathon. I wish they did this at every marathon.
But that building would be so far away. I don't know how you would be able to see it.
Because walking up there and seeing that the company that you love so much is out there supporting you, like that's amazing.
Yeah.
Because none of this would have happened for me particularly. I'm sure a lot of people feel this way. I just don't want to speak for everyone.
Sure.
without Peloton. I wouldn't have been on the course to begin with.
Yeah.
And so seeing that love reciprocated in such a big way.
Yeah, and at that crucial moment.
Yes.
Yeah.
That last mile is the hardest.
Yeah.
I don't even know how they do something like this because Central Park is where you end.
Yeah.
And so like
I just
put
take
it
down
on a horse.
or chop down a few trees, put it there. They'll grow back.
No. But this was just really, really cool. And I know that there's a lot of people that were bummed out because Peloton couldn't be as present at the Boston Marathon. So this was a really cool way that they were present. So
A little guerrilla marketing.
yeah, whatever you want to call it, it was awesome. And they already had this planned. And what a great way to tell Nike how wrong they were. Like Nike had all their signs up.
I mean, obviously this was planned way before.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that makes it even better.
Yeah.
Because it's about the love of the community, the support of the community. And that just shows up so organically. It wasn't a response. It was, that's who we are.
Yeah.
And that's even cooler.
Yeah.
Because I tell you, when I was in New York and I saw all the Nike signs, I loved them. They had so many good ones. But this one that was in Boston really missed the mark.
For sure.
About the walkers. I'm sure most people have already heard it. It was everywhere too.
In case you hadn't, they had a sign that said, what?
Runners celebrated, walkers tolerated.
Yeah.
What a fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for a company that's, has one of the most famous slug lines in advertising history with Just Do It.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, Just Do It also means sometimes you're going to struggle, but you're going to just do it.
That's right.
And
so, it was the antithesis of
that.
Like and such a weird choice.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that Boston is the hardest. I get that it's the one that like is the most difficult to get into because you have to qualify and you have to be below the qualifying times to really get in. It's really hard. And I understand that, but it still missed the mark because there's still people there that are going to walk, run, you know, or just walk. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Coming up after this, we have more Peloton news. We're going to talk to you about how your Lululemon apparel may be killing you. You could be dead before we're back from this commercial break.
Oh, no.
If you have Lululemon leggings on right now.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. We're also talking about Peloton's next earnings call report and another store closure. I didn't know there were any left to close. We got all that coming up after this.
Clip out.
The Texas Attorney General is launching an investigation into Lululemon apparel.
Yes. And specifically, whether or not that activewear contains PFAs or forever chemicals. It's interesting that this is coming out of Texas.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot to unpack here.
There is a lot to unpack
I don't
here.
know what to think about this.
I don't either. Listen, I don't think that there should be forever chemicals in any of our wear, period.
Yeah.
This lands close to home because Lululemon is Peloton's official apparel partner.
Right.
But I have to give it some side eye.
Yeah.
You know, Texas is not exactly known for its attention to chemicals being released into the world that are not harmful.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they have the oil drilling.
Yeah.
They have a lot of things that they do that I think that people could look at this and be like, that's weird. It just makes you wonder if there's like a hidden agenda here that we can't see.
Yeah, and there might not be.
There may not.
There may not be at all.
Maybe this is just a dude who is like, no, this is bad. And like, honestly, I hope that's the case because we need more people like that to care.
For sure. But yeah, I had the same reaction. I was just like, I know people hate it when we talk politics, but Republicans have not exactly been embracing science. And so when I see this, I'm like, is this science motivated or is this something else? It's hard to say. And that's the problem.
It is.
When you try to undermine everything that society functions on. But yeah, so I don't know. This could be really important. This could be a witch hunt. I got nothing.
Well, here's what Lululemon says. They told USA Today on April 13th that they do not use PFAs in its products and that it phased out the substance in fiscal year 2023. It had only been used at that point in durable water repellent products, a very small percentage of its overall assortment. They said that the health and safety of its customers is paramount and that its products meet or exceed global regulatory safety and quality standards. They also noted that it requires all vendors to regularly conduct third-party testing for restricted substances, including PFAs, to confirm ongoing compliance. So I think we will see, but I think it'll be a very long time before there's any resolution, knowing how these lawsuits meander.
It'll be a footnote in another article 3 years from now.
And it's not even a lawsuit, I guess. It's really just an inquiry. So, like, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows how long this is going to take? But it's an interesting moment for that new apparel GM to be starting.
Yeah, for sure.
Although I have to say, I am just so impressed with Samantha Storch-Malloy. She went into every single comment that we had on Facebook and Instagram and answered everybody's suggestion about apparel. Every single one. She literally read them all. And there were a lot.
Yeah.
Like well over 200 comments
Wow.
between the two. And she answered every single one.
Holy cow.
I am very impressed with her.
Yeah.
And I think she's going to be doing big things for Peloton.
That's really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Peloton has set its next earnings report call, the phone call where they talk about the earnings
Yeah.
or lack thereof.
And the link that I thought I had here is not here, but I'm pretty sure it was May 14th.
Okay.
So,
Do we have something important planned that day? If so, then it's that day.
yeah.
That's how those typically seem to work out. Peloton is teamed up with Racing Bulls in Miami.
I cannot even pretend to know what that means. I
have
just
no
know
idea.
it's like a car thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's all I know.
I was like, but the Bulls are Chicago. Even I know that. Or do you mean the running with the Bulls? That's Spain. That's not Miami. I don't understand.
Well, apparently, in celebrations of Miami's race week, like they did this in London, right? Was it London that they did? There was recently they had a big thing with racing, and it was like,
Okay, yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Maybe that was Vegas.
I think it might be Vegas because
that was the F1.
they were
though.
doing an F1 thing in Vegas.
There was another Australia. It was the racing week in Australia because we were like, it's not running. It's not running race.
All the cars go counterclockwise in Australia.
So
the equator.
anyway, there's a race week in Miami, and Peloton and Visa Cash App Racing Bulls are hitting the streets of the 305 for an electrifying morning of movement, community, and recovery. So Bex Gentry and Alex Toussaint are going to be there for a outdoor 5K run. There's also going to be a recovery lounge there. There's going to be a live DJ, not DJ John Michael. There's going to be snacks, drinks, Red Bull, and a few surprises to kick off the week. That happens
Red
on
Racing Bulls.
it happens on April 29th. That is in Miami Beach, Florida. You can go register if there are spaces still available.
And finally, for this segment, we have another store closing from Peloton, this time in Texas.
Ironically, Texas. No, I'm just kidding. This is in the
Attorney General went in and seized all of the leggings.
This was the Fort Worth Grapevine area.
How
where
Republican to grab them by the leggings. You can get mad all you want, but your dude said it.
So freaking true. So true. Oh, yeah. So I don't know. Did anyone actually hear what I said? Because
probably not. They're either laughing or enraged.
Okay. Well, it's in the now I can't even say it.
Fort Worth
Grapevine area.
And apparently, according to the article, Peloton is planning to open a new store at a different mall.
But it's probably going to be one of those micro stores. Did it
could
say
be.
that?
It didn't specify.
Because I haven't seen them open a large store forever. But maybe.
Now, if there was ever a market where they might, this Dallas-Fort Worth is a huge market. So I could see them potentially making an exception.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, it's up there with like a Chicago or a New York or an LA.
But I mean, even Boston has, like, the Natick store is just a micro store.
Yeah.
So I just, like, I find it hard to believe, but that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
They're always surprising us.
But I'll also say Boston, for as famous and prevalent in the culture as Boston is, from a population standpoint, it's not that big of a city.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair because it's like gets lots of
very
people
condensed.
And
Yeah.
I forget that all those little northwest states or northeast states are so tiny.
Yeah.
You fit like 5 of them in Missouri.
Yeah.
And like all of them in Texas.
Yeah.
Plus Missouri.
Yeah.
Peloton in court.
So there was a Peloton workers lawsuit, this one involving warehouses, and that has been settled.
It has, yeah. So apparently there were 3 separate cases. They alleged that the company, Peloton, denied warehouse and distribution employees legally required overtime, meal, and rest breaks, and reimbursement for work-related expenses. So this week on April 15th, the Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Nicholas Dahm dismissed the state court case after the settlement covered that case along with 2 related federal court actions. The complete terms were not disclosed, so we don't know what that settlement included.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And having read the article, it sounded like this was pandemic era stuff, and that because the complaints were that basically they were so busy they were refusing to let them take breaks and stuff because they were trying, this is when peak demand was going on. And
and they also, it says here, some employees were using personal vehicles to travel between customer homes, installation sites, and company facilities to handle installations. Those were not reimbursed.
Yeah.
So,
and then they were also apparently, according to the lawsuit, they were alleged that they were this was during the time frame when they would make you get your temperature checked.
Yeah.
And that they were not letting them clock in until after
the temperature check.
But
you had to wait in line.
Because because people had to show up, wait in line, and so it's like, no, if
the minute you step foot on the property should be when it clicks in.
Yeah.
Although I will say, many years ago when I worked at Walmart as a cashier, the time clock was in the back of the store, and you had to park out in East Jesus to get to the store because you were an employee. You weren't allowed to park close. So by the time you did that, I mean, you had been at that store for 15 minutes by the time you got to the time clock.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
That's just the way it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong. That was also 25, 30 years ago. I don't even know how long. A long time ago. So.
And which is weird because Walmart is famously pro-labor.
Right?
Yeah.
Right.
Famously.
Yeah. They were like all about their employees, said sarcastically.
Instructors in the news.
We have a whole host of schedule updates for instructors. We will start with Selena Samuela back on the schedule.
She put a really cool thing out there asking people what kind of classes they wanted to see.
Yeah.
So she's going to be coming back soon, but we don't know exactly when. And you can ask her for the types of classes you want to see. So she will put her focus on those types of classes. And I've seen so many votes for country runs and strength classes. Those are the 2 biggest that I have personally seen, but people are voting up a storm on these.
Awesome.
They are so excited to have her back.
Also, DJ John Michael has returned to PSNY.
Yes, after 6 months of being off. The story, we knew that because we talked about it last week, but the story of how this all happened, how he got injured in a class, did you read this article?
No, I did not.
He told his story on Instagram Live, and he was standing in a class with Adrian Williams, and it was a live class, and he was dancing and bebopping, and all of a sudden his hip made a horrible popping sound. And
so not even doing anything crazy.
No.
Yeah.
And it was 7 minutes in to the class, in a 30-minute class. And he had to keep going because they were live. So he just started arm dancing out of the one arm while texting his husband to be like, you need to come get me. We got to go to the hospital right now.
He's busting out the Jersey Shore fist pump.
He totally was. He said that the class existed. It was not taken down. It's on. Yeah. It's on demand. But he had to go 23 minutes standing on one leg, arm pumping, and pretending everything was cool for 21 minutes. And then he got taken to the hospital, and he's been they fixed him, they made him all better, but then he had to, of course, do rehab and come back from that and work up to it. So his first class back was with Adrian Williams, and it was a love fest. I took the class, and Adrian was like, "We're so glad to have you back," and it was all very lovely.
Hey, my second ever on-air shift, I started throwing up 10 minutes into it.
It was like that.
I had stomach virus because it wasn't nerves
You don't get nervous.
I don't get nervous in front of these things. And I just started hurling, and I was just like, oh my word, what? It was ugly.
Yeah, you had to time those brakes just right.
Oh my God, yeah, it was.
And Lysol the hell out of that microphone.
Yes.
Maybe just replace it.
Yeah. Radio stations are too cheap to
I
buy
know.
new microphones. They just douse it in Lysol, like you said. Olivia Amato has revealed her very personal reason for why she has been off the schedule.
Yeah, she is going through the process of freezing her eggs. And she was doing an Ask Me Anything, and she revealed that. And people asked follow-up questions. She said that she would share the rest of her story when it was time to do so.
Okay. And then finally, Christine D'Ercole is off the schedule through September.
So, yeah, she is going to be off all of July. So what she did is she posted her New York schedule through September. So now through September, but she is showing that she will be off for all of July. She is also going to be coordinating her New York City retreat offerings with the same weeks that she is teaching. There will be more to come on that. And just to be clear, tentative schedule, things can change.
Sure.
I feel like she had a little disclaimer. I feel like I had to add it too.
Nothing's in stone.
No.
Yeah. Susie Chan set an amazing record at Badwater.
This is so crazy cool. Okay, so she went out with two other ladies as a team. You can do a team at Badwater. And now I want to be really clear that at Badwater, it's 135 miles through the roughest conditions on the planet.
Yeah.
It is not a relay. A lot of these team events are relays.
Okay, when I hear team, I would have just assumed relay. Yeah,
I know. No. And you have to stay with your people the entire time. And when I say stay with your people, I mean within like 10 meters. Like you have to be with each other.
Oh, wow.
The entire way, or you are automatically
It's
disqualified.
like it's Badwater three-legged race.
Kinda.
Yeah. And you got to have a
They-
little egg and a spoon?
Yes.
Like at field day?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
just like that. No, you can run without the egg and the spoon. But they finished it and they made a course record.
Wow.
They smashed the course record, these three ladies. Is that not incredible or
That's
what?
awesome.
Literally, there's nothing this woman can't do. Like, if she decides she's going to do something, she's going to freaking do it.
Yeah.
I mean, and she said she was the one that was the lagger with these two other ladies. And
Really?
she was like, they had to keep me going, which is crazy.
Yeah.
My God, these women are just incredible. Just, I mean, stunning.
Yeah.
I just can't even. 135 miles. Like 26 was a slog. That was like a real, like I was really proud of myself.
If I drive 135 miles, I'm going to need a nap.
They could run from our house to my parents' house.
Yeah.
That's 135
And probably
miles.
beat us there.
Wow.
Matt Wilpers will be running the London Marathon.
He will. He's going to be in London. There's going to be
Well, you kind of have to be.
tons of Peloton events happening that week, which we covered at length last week. But there's going to be all kinds of stuff, like shakeout run. There's going to be a dinner. Like there's a whole thing. There's a
Yeah.
whole bunch of stuff.
A marathon.
So, there is a marathon.
Yeah.
It's not just for Peloton though. Like that's for everybody. Also, very important
giant
note here.
Ferris wheel.
Even though you crossed off all my notes, this is his 6th star. That's a big deal.
Yeah, I did see that in the notes. That is a big deal. He's almost there.
He is almost there.
Yeah.
Well, he would be there if it weren't for Australia
Yeah.
getting added.
Way to go, Australia.
Yeah.
First Yahoo Serious and now this. Have you no shame?
So my guess is next year he'll be doing Australia.
It's okay. You gave us a little river band, so
Or maybe he'll even do it this year. You never know with Matt. He's quite the runner.
that's true. Jess Sims is embarking on a teacher appreciation tour.
Yes, you might remember that Jess Sims is, in fact, from the teacher.
Oh, that's right.
She was a principal, actually. She wasn't
principal?
She was a principal.
Ooh.
I know. And she is going to be going on tour with Peloton. There's going to be...
She seems so young to have already. I mean, like she's been a Peloton for a good chunk of time, and she still seems very young. So to have already risen through the ranks to have been a principal.
I know. It's amazing, right?
Yeah.
It is. This Peloton tour is going to hit Seattle, Houston, Detroit, and New York City for the grand finale. You will not only see her in those cities, but you can nominate teachers to be celebrated for this. The grand prize is Peloton sending you to a very special New York weekend.
Oh,
Yeah. That's really cool.
you should run off and become a teacher real quick.
Real quick.
Real quick. How hard could it be? Jess King appeared on the Record podcast. It's very hard to figure out how to structure a headline. And as you can see here, I just gave up. When the first word of the podcast has on in it.
Here's the thing. I
She was
think you're
on
forgetting
the record.
You're forgetting this is her platform. This is her platform.
Oh,
So like
I did. Then you should rewrite that whole thing. 'Cause I got really wrong. I can't
And-
keep track of them all.
and she, well,
Not you.
part of it is because she is like making this platform, and then she made a podcast, and she's like made this huge deal about how it's not a podcast, but girl, it's a podcast. Like, I don't know what you think a podcast is, but it is a podcast.
Mine's different.
So her big thing here is that consistency matters for her specifically now more than lifting heavy or going hard, and that a daily practice will outperform short bursts of high intensity effort, which I do agree with. Like, you know, even if you do something every day and it's not what you consider your best effort, that's better than doing 2 hard efforts twice a week.
Yeah.
Way better. So I do agree with that.
Jermaine Johnson was at the Wellnergy Festival.
He will be because it's coming in June.
As I said, at the Wellnergy.
It's takes place also while we're in Mexico. It's in London, Wimbledon Park. It is a 2-day festival that brings together fitness, mindfulness, live music, food, and community with 6 wellness zones, including Wellness Your Way philosophy. But yeah, he's going to be there, and he is a featured guest. So very cool for Jermaine Johnson.
And then finally for this segment, Cliff Dwenger teasing a new music project.
Yes, he is teasing possibly a music collab with The Voice Germany.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's a music collab that he's teasing that has some kind of connection with The Voice Germany. We're not clear. Like, he hasn't said what it is.
Yeah.
So we're not sure if it's more of his own music. It's a collaboration with the singer that he was on with when he was on The Voice Germany. His caption included Beyonce and Kendrick with heart eyes emoji and saying, "Stay tuned." So
we shall.
We will. Absolutely.
Peloton artist collaborations.
We need a new sweeper. We need an un-artist series. It has happened again.
It has.
It happened with the Backstreet Boys.
So weird. I don't know what this means.
Yeah.
The Backstreet Boys, we talked about last week that it was all of a sudden off the schedule. It had been on the schedule that you could see on the studio, and then they took it off. And Peloton's official response was that their programming had shifted. And then this week, there was a class that dropped that was Cliff doing a stretch to Boys to Men.
Yeah.
And then it was taken off too. And none of them are there now. Nothing is there, but it was there. So we're so confused.
It's very odd.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of, and this is a long shot, maybe they're trying to really let the Hudson Williams Let Yourself Go campaign breathe.
But I don't know why that would affect artist series.
I agree.
Yeah.
Like I said, that's all I can think of, but it's a long shot.
You still got to create content.
And they are.
Yeah.
But maybe they feel that, like, these need to be celebrated on their own. A lot of people just assumed the Backstreet Boys got pulled because of what's-his-face down in Florida.
And I just don't.
I'm just saying that's what they assumed.
Yeah, I just don't.
We didn't put that in the article. People just jumped to that conclusion.
Yeah, I just don't think that that's a big enough of a controversy, especially because, like, it's basically a property dispute. It's not like it's a politically charged thing. Like,
he's been making very homophobic comments.
Oh, has he?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
That is new information
Yeah.
for me. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And people assumed that because they know Peloton's stance publicly is
Yeah.
to be very inclusive of everyone.
Sure.
And so that was where the speculation came from. But with this happening right next to Boys to Men getting pulled, who's not in the middle of anything like that.
Right.
I don't get it. I feel like it's something else we can't see,
Yeah.
you know, and we don't have the ability to see it. I'm sure there's a great reason, but we don't know what it is.
We don't know.
Yeah.
Coming up after this, we're going to talk tonal. We have all sorts of like really cool tonal news.
Yeah.
And content. Give you a look at all the classes that you should be contemplating. So stick around.
Other connected fitness.
Kristen McGee is going to lead Tonal's first ever live Pilates class.
Yeah, it's going to be happening on May 2nd, which happens to be International Pilates Day.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah. So it's going to be on May 2nd, and it will be a 45-minute full intermediate Pilates Day live on Tonal. It's so cool that this is the first one. It's so cool that it's Kristen that gets to do this. They've recently started testing out doing Saturday classes live. So this is only like the second one that they've had on a Saturday. So that's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
It's just all very exciting.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then while we're talking tonal talk, they have partnered with Star Wars.
This is so cool.
Yeah, they have a new ad campaign tying into the upcoming release of The Mandalorian and Grogu, which you might know better as Baby Yoda.
Oh, thank you.
That's Baby Yoda's
okay.
name.
I didn't know that.
He's not actually a Baby Yoda.
I mean, he will always be Baby Yoda to
Yeah,
me.
but like Yoda is a character's name. It's not a species.
Right. Oh, so, but.
And it's not Yoda as a child.
Oh, I thought it was.
No.
Oh.
No.
I thought this whole time that's what it was.
Yeah, no.
Oh, okay. Whoops. I was like, no, it's Baby Yoda. Like,
Yeah.
what are you talking about?
It's not Baby Yoda. Unless there's some big plot twist coming up. But yeah, they have an ad campaign tying into that, and that's a really huge get for them.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. And their philosophy is strength is built on consistency, discipline, and commitment, and that is embodied by the Mandalorian's guiding principle, the way. So it's
Yeah.
a very nice tie-in there. This is cool. I got to say, I love the imagery that they're doing, showing the tonal and the strength and the moving
Yeah.
things. It's just fun. And I'm just really excited to see tonal get the love they deserve. Like,
Yeah.
this is an excellent product, and they deserve to have excellent recognition.
For sure.
The workouts that are going to be inspired by Star Wars will be available for Tonal members beginning April 20th.
But you have to be under 3 feet.
You don't.
They're all Grogu workouts.
Fake news. Grogu workouts.
New content.
It is time for the TCO Top 5. You've told us your favorite classes, and we have decided who was right and who was wrong. We are the arbiters of the TCO Top 5. So your first item up for bid, favorite yoga.
Well, this was nominated by Sana Princey. I'm not going to try to pronounce her last name. I'm going to get it wrong. It's by Sana.
Okay.
And she said that she loved Nico Serrani's 30-minute Good Night Yoga from April 14th. It starts with a 10-minute slow flow into 10 minutes of yin yoga, and then ends with a 10 minutes of meditation. She took this on a Friday night after a very long day at work. It was the perfect end to the week. She felt relaxed and ready for bed. The class is in German, but there should be subtitles, which you could just ignore during the meditation portion. Close your eyes and take it as a savasana.
Number 2, your favorite walk.
This was nominated by Christina Kay, and this was taught by Rebecca Kennedy on April 19th. It was a 30-minute pop walk, and Christina says she took it in studio. The playlist was amazing, all the pop girlies, and the energy from RK and the studio was electric. Definitely recommend this one. So much fun. Another person replied to this and said that they were doing Taylor Swift choreo in the studio.
Oh.
So now I have to take this class.
You have to go find that.
I have to find this.
Add it to your list.
I do.
Number 3, your favorite run.
This was nominated by Meggie P90, and Kirsten Ferguson taught this class on April 19th. It was a 30-minute endurance run. Kirsten's 30-minute endurance run from yesterday was fire. The playlist was Chef Kiss, and as always, and her message about all runners and walkers are welcome was perfection. And a little FU to Nike. That's my personal
Number 4, your favorite program class.
Katie Luker Cherney nominated this class from the spring training collection. It was the 45-minute spring cross training ride, week 1, day 5, taught by Emma Lovewell. She said, "Whoa, that was hard as hell."
Well, if you think that was hard, you ain't seen nothing yet.
I know, right?
As always, we end these with your unstackable, a class so difficult you dare not stack it. This time it is a favorite 90s ride.
It is, and Jessie K nominated this. It was a 30-minute 90s ride taught by Benny Adami, and she said it was an absolute blast. The music selection was top-notch, especially all the rock tracks. Benny should teach rock classes more often. Everything was perfectly on point. He is truly a musician. It's no wonder he's already known as Mr. On Point. His precise timing makes the training incredibly energetic and ensures that it is truly enjoyable. Overall, it was a superb class that was simply a lot of fun. What a nomination.
Yeah, fun and difficult.
Yes. It's the best.
So taking a look at This Week at Peloton, we have a 60-minute Power Zone with Hannah Frankson.
We do, yeah. So that's going to be coming up this week, obviously.
Yeah, that seems like a safe bet.
That's going to be on Saturday, April 25th at 7 a.m. Eastern. And that's going to have all the things you love in a Power Zone class.
We also have kettlebells with Jess.
Finally getting these kettlebell classes in, just in the nick of time. April's wrapping up, so we better stay on it. 20-minute kettlebell strength with Jess Sims is going to be April 20th, so it's dropped. It's on demand. You can take it anytime.
Alex K has a walk run for people.
Yep, that's taking place on Thursday, April 23rd. So by the time you hear this episode, it will already be out. 45 minutes, like you said. It's going to be awesome.
Dennis has a 60-minute yoga flow.
He does. Saturday, April 25th, and that's going to be at 2 p.m. Eastern. And boy, his classes are tough. I don't know that I could do 60-minute intermediate with Dennis. That's a lot.
Is it?
Yeah, he's good.
I've never done the yoga,
I know.
so I have no frame of reference.
It's a lot.
Robin Arzon has a new space-themed ride if you can't get enough of Artemis 2.
I mean, this is pretty cool. She did this class. It was on April 16th, and she was wearing like a special NASA patch, and it was all just about moon and had the moon facts and things like that. And if you didn't know this, the Artemis 2 actually had a wake up playlist that you can stream. And I did not confirm or deny whether any of these classes were on Robin's playlist.
Right.
But you can go and find it, and we have it in our article.
Cool.
So if you want to check it out, it was a really great playlist.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping at least some of these classes made it to Robin's playlist. That's really fun.
Would you say that playlist is amaze?
I would. I love that little guy. He's so cute. Right up there with Baby Yoda. And it's always going to be Baby Yoda to me.
Well, now we just need a baby Rocky.
Oh, how adorable. They could play.
It'd be a pebble.
Oh my God. He'd be so cute.
Oh, goodness. Moving right along, Extra Steps walk classes are back.
You skipped over Robin's unofficial strength split.
Oh, I did. I forgot I added that.
Well, I added it.
There's an unofficial strength split for Robin, in case you were curious.
Yeah, this is designed so that you can go through a 4 to 6 week challenge on your own, but it's taking a bunch of different classes that she's done. So there's 3 different classes, one from 320, one from 47, and then there's a glutes and leg strength that there's 2 of them. You can do the one from March 6th or 218. We have it all in our article, spelling it out, how to take it. But the idea is to do it over 4 to 6 weeks and see your progress improve over that time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, did you hear about Extra Steps walk classes? They're back.
I did hear that. And they are in the outdoor library. So Marcel has a 15-minute one that has 1,500 steps, and Jocelyn has one that's a 10-minute and targets 1,000 steps. See what they did there with the 10.
I see.
Yeah. So,
It's very mathematical of them.
yeah.
Peloton Germany's spring challenge is here, or if you prefer, a furling challenge.
Nice. Yeah. It's interesting because it's kind of like the English one,
Yeah.
but also not. So it's a little different because it's only 3 weeks. It's all of the German instructors. Most importantly, though, it is the first live German program.
Okay.
The first ever.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I love seeing that they are spreading this out. Also, I think it's important to note that you can sign up to be in the final class. They're going to have something special, which I think might be many of the instructors, if not all of them, in one class for the grand finale. We have the link out there for you to
German
grab.
all for one, if you will.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is really cool.
Yeah.
And I'm really happy to see the German team get the love that they deserve.
I felt so dumb because I put furling into Google Translate, and then it was like, oh, spring.
Yeah, I kind of feel like that was.
Yeah.
I feel like that's kind of a you thing.
Yeah.
I feel like that was pretty easy to
I was
figure
just
out.
like, well, that's kind of a big letdown.
I mean, it was kind of right there.
Yeah. There is also a Sculpt Flow collection.
There is. This just dropped recently, and it has Sculpt Flow classes in it. But it's neat whenever Peloton just like adds collections and they just do it quietly. So you just have to find them on your own. And it's neat to see these. And another thing that I'll never understand about Peloton is they only put some classes in these collections. So you never know what's going to be there.
Right.
Also really confusing, but it's there. Enjoy.
Peloton birthdays.
We have 2 birthdays to celebrate this coming week. On April 28th, Peloton founder and original CEO John Foley.
Oh, happy birthday, John Foley.
And past guest.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. And then on April 30th, also a past guest,
Yes.
Chelsea Jackson Roberts.
Happy birthday, Chelsea.
Happy birthday to both of them.
Yes.
So that brings this episode to a close. Until next week, where can we find you?
You can find me on Facebook at facebook.com/Crystal D. O'Keefe. You can find me on Threads, Blue Sky, Instagram, and the Peloton leaderboard at ClipOutCrystal.
And you can find me on Threads and Blue Sky at Tom O'Keefe Jr. or on Facebook at facebook.com/Tom O'Keefe. You can find the show online, facebook.com/The Clipout. While you're there, like the page, join the group. Of course, don't forget our Patreon. $5 a month. You get early episodes. You get ad-free episodes. You get all sorts of bonus content. And, of course, our undying love and affection. So that's it for this one. Thanks for tuning in. And until next time, keep bubbling
And running.
and rolling.
Bye.